Hello fellow crafters, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't noticed, I procured a new lapel mic, which is way overdue. But when I thought it said 6 feet in length, it actually said 16 feet in length. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with 16 feet of mic cord, but I'll figure it out. So I know I didn't post a video last week. It just seems like week 3 is always the boring week of stitching for me. And I feel like it's not worth posting a video because you guys will read it. What? You guys will watch it and say, wait, this is it? So I'll show you what I did last week. And you tell me if I'm wrong. But last week was full coverage week. So I mainly focused on Captain Ratbeard. I don't think I brought that in. Hold on a second. Look who got out of the bathtub. Say hello. Okay, so last week I did Captain Ratbeard, which I finished the challenge for pain-free crafts. Their stitch-along challenge that happens every month on their Facebook group. I did 1,500 stitches, which is my goal for every month. So I have the before picture, and here is the after. I have to move the light. Now that the mic, let me move. Okay. There. Perfect. So there's the after. So I'm working on filling this in. This is the bottom page. That's not fully covered yet. And then I started working on page number 3. Just, because if you try to just fill in confetti and do 1,500 stitches, you'll be doing it for a week. So I do a little bit down here and then work over here, which is the same thing for my other full coverage piece I did on last week, which was the creation of Adam, which I'm doing for Full Coverage Fanatics, 21,000 stitches in the year 2021. So I've been staying on track with that, 1,750 stitches a month to maintain the amount I need to do 21,000 stitches for the year. So I kind of went rogue on this one. I got a little sick of doing all the blue. And I decided to work on the area where Adam is laying. So you'll notice, because it is drastically different in color, but this is what I've done so far. So I filled almost all of this is completely filled in. I think there's 1 or 2 little stitches here and there. And I worked on really filling this in, but then I got to a point I thought, I am so sick to death of blue. So I came down here. I know this is blue too, but I came down here and started working on, because this here, this arc is the top part of where Adam's going to be laying right here. So I figured I'd start working on that. And this color, there's only 693 stitches in this color. So I thought, well, why not just finish the color off, give myself some accomplishment there. So, which I didn't do yet, but I did start working on that. I might finish it because it's all in this section. So I might finish the color off just to say, hey, at least I completed a color. This thing is going to take me like, don't touch my mic. This thing is going to take me like 6 years to finish. It is a very large piece. So I already know where I'm putting it. It's going to go in my bathroom, downstairs, my guest bathroom, so I can show it off to all my normie non-stitchers. But yeah, it's gonna. If you're at all interested in this, you'll have to be in it for the long haul because this is going to take a while. I mean, even doing 1,750 or 2,000 stitches a month is going to take me 6 years to get this done. So I wanted it to be a little bit more interesting though. If I just keep doing blue, it's like, wow, more blue. So I had to break out of the mold and work down into the other areas where there's more color. So that's what I did last week. And even though it was a lot of stitching, it was over 3,000 stitches in a week. It wasn't a lot to show for it. That's why I didn't do a video. I'm at like 6 minutes right now, and it would have been done. So anyway, this week it was a bunch of little hodgepodge things. So first of all, I did Hello Pumpkin. And I only spent one day working on this. I hope he's not too annoying with his screeching. If it's too annoying, let me know and I'll try not to put him in any other videos. But if you've seen any of my autism videos, he's not talking. He's still not talking. All he does is kind of squeal. That's how he communicates. So he's a very happy baby. But he just squeals. So if it's too loud, please let me know. Anyway, so I did Hello Pumpkin. And I had some stains on this. I think they were food stains. I have no idea. I've since relocated, ever since the coffee incident, my son versus a large 32-ounce coffee, I've relocated all of my stitching projects to an area that's safer. A safer location, but I'm still like dealing with the side effects of this whole incident. So it might have been from that or from something else, but this particular piece had some spots in the corner. So I put a picture up because I thought I'd try some soap and water. I'm always so afraid of like the threads bleeding. I use mostly DMC for everything. And I'm always afraid of the threads bleeding or something happening to the color, the color dyes that I'm just really paranoid about doing any type of washing. But what I did was, I used just soap and water, but the soap I used was clear. It was hand soap instead of like dishwasher soap or laundry detergent. I thought laundry detergent would be too, sudsy. I guess really, really concentrated. So it would take a lot more water to get that out. And dishwashing soap is like colored a lot of times. Like the stuff I have is orange or blue, you can have blue or whatever. And I didn't want to have that color, stay in the fabric. So I just used clear hand soap and water on this. So, I showed you the stain before and then this is it now. And it's hard to pick up. It's just a very light shadow, but it's so much better with just soap and water. So I might even try stain remover. This is the worst of the stains of all the ones that got stains on them. So I might even try stain remover just in that one spot since there's no stitching on it. But anyway, it looks better. And then all I did this month is this right here, the mushroom and then some of the surrounding area. Because like I said, I only spent a day on this. So I don't want to have a whole lot as far as goals. Now this, the month of June, I'm hoping to fill this whole area in here. So yeah, I did that. And then I also washed, so I had another one with a stain, which was quilts. I took a picture of the stain. And this again has a lot of color and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to leak the bleed or anything. But the soap and water worked pretty good. So I think the stain's completely gone in this one. This was definitely coffee, but it was right here. If I bring the light up to it, you can't really see it anymore. So that was a relief. So I know there's a lot of videos out there like how to clean your cross stitch, and I'm not one to usually do cleaning unless it's necessary. Like if it's full coverage or something and it doesn't look dirty, I'm not going to submerge it in water just for the sake of getting all the hand oils off or whatever. Look at my son. That's what I deal with. Look at him. Okay. He's fine. He's going to be a mountain climber or a goat. I don't know what he'll grow up to be. Okay. And then I did, I'm going to take this out of the frame. I did the Linen and Threads 2019 sampler. This is like I call it a peacock sampler. I know it's called something else. I don't remember what they called it. But it has a big peacock in the middle. I know a bunch of people are doing this one. I've gotten to the point that I'm in dubstep with, not dubstep. Lockstep. I'm in lockstep with 2019. So for every month, like for the sampler piece for May 2019, I'm doing it now in 2021. So here I am with it. So sorry for the wrinkles, but it was in the frame. So this was January and February. It was the frame. Okay. And then March, April, and May. Yeah. March, April, May. So this is the most recent of the, let me bring my camera and then my light. Okay, there we go. A lot of back stitching. I'm enjoying the back stitching because I've not done a lot of it. So this is a good experience. Although it's odd because there's so much back stitching on these small areas and no back stitching on the peacock. I don't know how that's going to look at the end, but that's the pattern. So anyway, but that's what I did this month. So next month, June, is going to be down here. This square. But I'm to the point now I'm going to have to take it out of the frame every time I show it to you because I'm covering large ground. So yeah, this is one that I think I'm going to be able to finish by the end of the year. And then I also did my ornament. I'm itching my butt right now. The top of my butt, I have poison ivy. I was outside pulling thistles out of the back of the yard, and I got poison ivy on my arm. You can kind of see it here. And somehow I must have reached back and pulled my pants up, because at the top where your pants ride down, I got really bad poison ivy there. So excuse me while I itch my butt. It's one of those days. So every month I've been doing an ornament, a Christmas ornament that I'm going to give to my coworkers. Each one, I'm going to section it out, put their name on it, stick it in a little hoop, and give it to them for Christmas. So I was hoping to get at least 8 done. And so far I'm up to 5. So I was going to stop probably around October and then spend November, October and November and maybe December putting their names, like back stitching all their names on them and framing them out and getting them finished. So anyway, this month I did a squirrel and I finished him last night. So here he is. And I'll put a picture in because it seems like my video camera can never really pick up the detail. They're so small. But so, and I had this out because I was washing, there was a stain on this too. So I was washing it. So I can actually show, since it's not all bunched up in the hoop, I can show you my progression. So I have bear, owl, penguin, wolf or dog. I guess it's a dog. And then squirrel. This month, June, I'm going to do a hedgehog. So that's the next one on my ornament project. It's kind of nice though to have like little one. I usually work in full coverage or large pieces, so I don't get a lot of finishes. But at least with those, I get to start and finish them every month. It usually takes me 2 days to finish one completely, maybe a little longer. This squirrel had a lot of stitching in one color. You know, even though it's so small, that's like 1,000, 1,500 stitches. So maybe not that much, more like maybe like 800 stitches. But with the back stitching and everything, I don't know, it takes up a lot of time. So I did, on other days when I finished stitching early, I went in and did threw in a couple stitches of the red, just to give myself a head start. But even with that, yeah, I managed to get it done in 2 days. So that's all I have for you, except Legend of Zelda. So with my, Stitch Mania thing, the thing I decided to do for May was 100 stitches a day on my Legend of Zelda stained glass piece. So I ended up doing 3,295 stitches because I went over a couple days, and I just let it be. Like I didn't take it off for the next day or something. I did manage to stitch every single day. So yeah, I made a lot of progress. Now I have a before picture. And here I am now, where I'm at now. Let me swap sides. So, there. Looked a little washed out for a second there. So yeah, Zelda is completely finished. There's a couple little bits at the bottom here of her hair that needs done. And along here. But this is all filled in. This is all filled in. This is all filled in. To about here. This is where I need to start stitching again. Filling in. So that is complete. So this month I'm going to fill this in. There's a lot of large areas of stitching that can be filled in there to kind of work on this. Because what I'd like to do is get over to the edge. Here's the edge. I already have it stitched in. You see the white. So I just get over to the edge, fill this in completely, and then start to work my way down to kind of get this whole top section done. And then I can fill in the bottom. The shield is new too. There was one night I needed to do a quick 100 stitches. I got home really late. So I just picked something that I could, hammer out a lot of stitches fast. Because it's time consuming. Even though it's 100 stitches, I'm just doing little bits here, there, and everywhere. Trying to get this confetti filled in. So it took me a couple hours every night to work on this. Which really took away from my other stitching. So when I don't start stitching until 10 o'clock at night, I needed to do something fast. I didn't have time to do 2 hours and work on this that night. But anyway, yeah, so that's where we are. I appreciate your patience waiting for me to reveal this to you. But there we go. So that's all I have to show you for today. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next week in the next video. Bye!